Hi, everybody. I have discovered that making bullets and sections can be a little bit more complicated than they seem. And so I thought I would talk you through them. You are working on a Google forum on bullets, but let me go through some suggestions for writing good ones. Now, sections are relatively easy. You're all used to writing essays. They have paragraphs. Maybe you divide them up. So they're easy for most people, I'd say. The things that you need to remember, though, are to create good topic sentences, which means that the first sentence in every paragraph will inform the reader of the topic, of what's coming up, what it's about, and also hint where it's going. For example, um, there are three factors regarding the legality of pit bulls. So, if this is your topic sentence, it means that the reader is going to expect that you list three factors. Okay, a good section should also have a bit of an intro and a conclusion because you have to figure out that the reader will probably be skipping around like crazy. So, make it easy for them. Don't just throw up a bunch of facts and put a headline and then you're done. You're not. Okay, and also keep in mind that should your reader not skip over, uh, good transitions are always welcome. All right, so I had a sample structure here, and as you can see, it's fairly obvious. For example, work experience John Doe. You say blah, 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 blah about John Doe, then work experience Jane Smith. You say blah, 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 blah about Jane Smith. Okay, try to keep them kind of parallel. Try to keep the headers fairly similar, like following a pattern. And, you know, keep the organization a little bit parallel to both of them. Okay, now bullets. Bullets are trickier. And it's like the most common thing that I usually correct in, um, in the hiring memo individual assignment. So first of all, about the bullets. Bullets should be parallel, just like in a resume. They should have roughly the same grammatical structure. So if they begin with verbs, all the others should begin with verbs. Don't cut and paste bullets from resumes, because resume language is weird language. Doesn't sound like you. And they should be brief. So keep them brief. They're not there to be paragraphs. They're just there to be information. So keep it short. Now, if you find yourself having 4 lines for each bullet point, it means you need paragraphs instead. All right, so now to the nature. The underlying nature of bullet point lists is that, like many other things in a proposal or a research-based document, they're raw information. They're not supposed to be analysis in themselves. They're like factoids. And a factoid is even less than a fact. It's a piece of information. So consider it your exhibit A. Now, so don't put any long ideas. Just put up some facts. Now, since they're facts, they don't mean much to you, or they mean a lot to you, but they don't mean anything to your reader, really. It's like if somebody slaps a picture up on the page and doesn't tell you what's going on. So, bullets, repeat after me millions of times, must have introductions and follow-ups. So, for example, I've off the top of my head created one. It's probably not the world's most eloquent, but let's say you were talking about a survey of some employees and why they left their jobs. This here is an introduction. They can be longer. I'm just making it really short. But especially this part should flow into the language. So if you didn't have the bullets there, you could make a comma list of these. So make it flow. Don't break up the tone, the voice, the language of your memo. All right. Now afterwards, I created, some kind of explanation to show you that you have to have a description or some kind of categorization, so to pull them together, but also you want to have an analysis, which means that you take the most important parts of that information and you explain it and balance it. And this will lead you finally to an interpretation. So I'm mostly focusing here on, all right, first of all, there's a category or there's like a general statement made about them in that they were surprising, or one was not surprising and the other ones were. And as far as analysis, why were they surprising? Because the people who gave the survey didn't recognize that a lack of purpose, these personal concerns, as I say, were so important to people. Okay, so you kind of broke it down, how are they similar, how are they same? And then that leads into interpretation. So that would mean perhaps I would tell you what this means to us. Uh, and then I would maybe go on to describe how to use it, or at any rate, you're going to tell the reader what they should make of it. It's very important because if you just throw up 3 bullets up there, people read things differently. You're not in control. So you want the person to read the bullets, the information, in the same way that you have read it. So I think this is it. I'm open to questions and I'm going to see your forums. So please let me know if you have any additional questions. Okay, thank you and have a good day.